Can you point out where the phlogiston engraving is? Point to Paimon where you can see the phlogiston engraving.
Hello, random person standing over there that, is investigating. What's going on here, actually? That big lunk isn't gonna start getting up, is it? There'll be trouble if it does. It's only one way through. Do I have to take a path from on top to get around it? How long would that take? Why don't you just go right over? Not all mechanisms are awakening the sort. Well, aren't you bold, lad? Listen good, alright? Your youth doesn't mean you've still got chances to make mistakes aplenty, but, wait, where did you come from? Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Whoa! Traveler, what'd you do to her? That wasn't some sort of invisible attack, was it?
Huh? I didn't do anything. This power doth be adept. I only named Gusto? I'm gonna be dramatic.
Really?
Gusto? What tarnation is that? Do I want to switch you to a southern? What tarnation is that? You're a braggart and a half, aren't you, lad? That was my back acting up. I've been stooping for a good long while, inching my way back towards that big lunk. I stood up too fast. Surefire way to bring pain, that's what it is. Used to be that it only flare up when I turn my back to a specific angle. But these days, one careless move leaves me in a world of hurt for a good long while. And just so you know, it's 8 o'clock right now. Traveler, so...
Don't make me start conversations from behind people as a habit, okay?
What about you two? I mean, your names.
Paimon's Paimon, and this little Teplosaurus is your little guy.
Ah, I see, I see. In that case, I guess I'll call myself...
Call yourself? What? You're gonna give us a fake name?
Well, a person's gotta be on their guard while on the walkabout, don't they? Bah. And here I was going to give you my love rival's name. A youngin' she is. And energetic, too. Worst of all, she got a healthy back. Love rival's name? Are you? Hand flip. But forget it. That would be unfriendly competition. You take my meaning. So, you can have my real name instead. Chiya.
Whoa!
Heh, aren't you a little cute fella? Calling my name, I know it. Anyway, you can call me Big Sis Chiya. Not Aunt Chiya, though. That one I forbid. Alright, Big Sis Chiya. Good. That's good. Got a fine future ahead of you, lad.
Anyway, what are you doing here, Big Sis Chiya?
And isn't that the million more question? What would a person be doing amidst naught but ruins? What would your answer be, traveler, my lad? To rob others or be robbed, waiting for someone to strike up a conversation with them? To rob or be robbed, that is the question indeed. Well now, were you my type, I'd call you good answer. Too bad for you, Big Sis here prefers the strapping sword. Either way, minus 10 points for getting it wrong. What I'm doing is treasure hunting.
Wow, treasure!
There you go, Paimon. Spared you the effort.
Seriously, what are you? Some sort of serial line thief?
Actually, don't say that, because the amount of times I have stolen lines from you is crazy.
And Paimon's gonna say anyway, wow, treasure! Wow, wow!
You sure all do get along. Who knows? If I hadn't spent so much time tying up woven scrolls that my back gave out, I made some good friends myself. Either way, I'm on the hunt for an elixir that can cure all injuries. I discovered a secret scroll. You want in? As everyone knows, if we masters the night wind have any aplenty, it's woven artifacts recording stories of our past. You can split the elixir should we find it. But the true issue here is my back pain. Walking from the hot springs down at the pupil thereof was exhausting enough, so I need to be able to help the next leg of my search. Therapeutic springs my foot. Didn't work worth diddly squat. I might look like this now, but I too was once a pretty lass who ride leaping ectomosaurs on the regular.
Wow!
I see you're interested in that elixir, huh, little guy? Curiosity will be the root of future success, you know.
Well, An elixir that can cure all injuries? That sounds amazing!
Let's go check it out then. Those unmoved by treasures can barely be called human. Why, even the coldest-blooded saurians get fired up when they hear the word.
Whoa! Exactly!
Right then. In that case, our first objective will be to get past this big lunk. After you, esteemed traveler. Defeat the opponent. Hello? Ugh, it's not move. It is moving after all. Ugh, my bad feels always turn out to be right.
Wow! Don't worry, leave this a traveler.
We'll specifically leave this to Nuvi because he's the only damage dealer here.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
I missed you.
Target
Oh my
acquired.
god, listen. Just go on your account in HSR. There we go, shut down. Can I get out of you? Thank you.
Silence.
Ow, how'd you
Let
recover
the
so
mighty be
fast?
humbled.
Can you not recover so Ow,
Bow your
stop.
head.
Stop recovering so fast. Oh, door? Huh. I didn't think you'd be able to fend them off with just those thin limbs of yours. You call me weak? You call me scrawny?
Don't underestimate Traveler. He's taking way bigger things out than that. Whoa!
Huh. Looks like roping you in was the right choice. Guess I got a good eye, huh? And here I thought you were gonna compliment me. Ha! I bet you received lots of that. What with your strength and all. Just let poor Chiya get her share too, would you? Look at the pictures on these walls. We come to the right place. Now, according to the ancient scrolls, we need to continue onward. Let's get moving. Not too fast though. Gotta have some care for the wounded, and by wounded, I mean me. Tale of Dreams Plucked from Fire. Alright, here we go. Investigate the ruin. Ah, yes, phlogiston, yippee! I love that for us. Whee! I'll take your, things. Ooh. I know they said investigate the ruin.
Wow, we're getting hotter as we go! Is the elixir really inside?
Oh. Well, if you want to be precise, the elixir isn't within, but a method of which the treasure is obtained. You'll know when we get there. First, we need to find a door. A door, you say? Where's this door?
Ah, there we go, there's a door! Is that the one you're talking about? Whoa!
Oh. And that's where the travel ends. No, we're not gonna find any treasure. It's gone. Goodbye.
But the door looks closed. Well,
Well, it better be. I mean, an open door would just mean our path to the great treasure is long gone.
you do have a point there, Chiya.
Huh. To think that it was exactly as those woven scrolls and texts concerning them said. What do you think? See that phlogiston engraving right there by the door?
Wow!
That's right. You're a quick one, little fella. Sharp-eyed, too. Research has said that saurians' visual acuity differs by species. Saurians are generally further sighted than humans are. Though, from this distance, anyone from the tribe who isn't visually impaired old lady could spot this phlogiston engraving.
So the shining thing is what you call a phlogiston engraving, Chiya?
Sorry, what is it, actually? Wait, you've been adventuring in Natlan, but you never heard of phlogiston engravings? No! My exploration's at like 10%, homie. Anyway, speaking of phlogiston, origin of phlogiston engravings, narrowly speaking, comes from the days when Natlan was still ruled by a pyro dragon, who caused humanity to exist only in primitive tribes. In those days, only the dragons could use phlogiston, but the sage of the stolen flame, Waksa Kalun Ubakhan, risked life and limb to steal the flame and seed of it from the great volcano. As such, humans began imitating the way dragons controlled the substance, creating a language by which humanity could exert the same control. This is the basis of modern Natlan's phlogiston usage. The results are that phlogiston engravings, like the one you see before you right now, Magnificent, isn't it? It's still intact even after all these years. Still visible to the naked eye.
Oh! Paimon didn't understand a word of that, actually. Paimon is empty-headed. No thoughts in there. Wow!
Alright, your turn, traveler. Wow! Yay! I know, right? That's why I took up the phlogiston usage tutor job, desired by few in the tribe. The compliments are just sublime. Also, teaching children soon to start using phlogiston. But the substance history is a very important job.
So the phlogiston engraving here is...
As I said before, phlogiston engraving is also a language. Used like mere pattern, but those well versed in the art can understand the meaning therein. And as a scholar on the subject, I should only need a day to analyze these patterns.
Whoa. Wait, you're gonna take a whole day?
Yeah, what about it? Now the pattern looks flat, sure, but every last hook and turn can redefine the meaning behind the phlogiston flow within.
Wow, that is super complicated.
Yep, phlogiston engraving scholarship is a most masterful field of study. So, what if you just read the meaning directly from the phlogiston? Directly? Well, you could certainly do that, but the meaning could, and I do mean could, contain some discrepancy. Wait, you can use phlogiston, but you're an outlander, aren't you? Well, I could do it the moment I arrived in Outland. Really? I never knew that could happen. How could that? I mean, what a rarity. Quite expected of you, I suppose. Anyway, this is a good opportunity to try to sense a phlogiston for yourself. Your hand stops short distance from the phlogiston engraving. Feel the warmth in your body and slowly follow the patterns along the wall. Then the meaning lights up in your mind like a dim star. If you wish to open this door, seek out the unveiling script. The what now? So, what's recorded on the engraving? It reads as follows. Huh. That's indeed what it says. The answer to this sort of pretty easy to verify. And in any case, this is a pretty classic theme. There should be an unveiling script somewhere around here with which we can unlock the phlogiston engraving. Where is it, though? Where is it?
Can you point out where the phlogiston engraving is? Where's the unveiling script? Point to Paimon where you can see the phlogiston engraving. Whoa!
Yes, a script with which to unveil the engraving. Wait, you understood me, little guy?
Whoa! Huh? He turned around. Is he trying to say that the script is behind us?
Gee, I wonder where the script is, bro! Well, traveler, found the key text we need? Don't worry, there's no rush. The walls around us might help you find something. Look on the bright side, lad. You already saved a day worth of time, so really there's no need to hurry.
Whoa! Huh? What's up, little guy? I didn't read any of that. Oh, this must be the unveiling script.
What do I do with this? Oh, I didn't know I can do that. Okay. Kaholasaur time. Activate.
Wow, the door really opened. Well, it's halfway open.
Sorry, I'm kidnapping you. Actually, you do your thing. I'm just gonna go. Everything about you exudes vigor, young lad. Ha! Almost wish I could steal some of it from me.
Wait, what? How do you even do something like that anyway?
I'm pretty sure you can absorb energy. Ah, there we go. A spirit door and a spirit way. What I'm hearing is I should have kept it. Okay, hold on. Oh. Sealed please. Okay, yoinkis. Yoinkity. Alright, spirit wave time. Good thing you brought Ben 10 to transform into aliens, you know. The usual thing. I feel like Mualani's quest will, like, having Mualani would help a lot. Investigate the mechanism in the center. Oh, can I not? That. Oh. What I got? Ooh, girly pop.
Paimon was just about to say that this place was getting hotter and deeper we got, but she sure didn't expect this whole place to be filled with lava, even though this is actually a volcano or something. Careful, little guy. If you slip, that might be the end for you. Wow!
Huh. Now that you mention it, only little Paimon's the safest here.
That's just one of the reasons Paimon's awesome, you know.
They say that those whose heads get too big wind up floating away.
Paimon's always floating anyway! That didn't sound like a compliment.
You're a real bright spark, Paimon, you know that?
That didn't sound like a compliment either, Chiya. Anyway, never mind all that. This is the thing we're looking for, right? It just looks like a clay ring with phlogiston patterning on it. You think this one's valuable by any chance?
Very much so. In fact, it's probably worth a large sum of mora, but its real worth lies in its ability to open the path to the upper sanctum. Hanan Pacha. You've seen the islands floating in the sky, haven't you?
You mean the ones above the lake?
That's right. We call those the upper sanctum, the Hanapacha, due to their inaccessibility by either humans or saurians. They say the legendary elixir that heals all wounds can be found there, in fact. Oh, the upper areas, really? For people like us who are constantly in conflict, that's a pure land of peace, a utopia created by the very first human to use phlogiston. And now it's time for a question, class. What was the name of the sage who in the past stole the flaming seed of phlogiston? Little guy?
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Very enthusiastic, but I don't think I heard you right.
Wow!
Alright now then, your turn, lad. What's the answer? Ooh, is it spelling? Oh god, there's literally one letter. I think it's E. Close, but not quite. It's Waxakalun Ubakan. Shame about that. But it's minus 10 points for you, lad. God damn it. Anyway, we call him the Sage of the Stolen Flame, which is easier by far. Some also call him a madman or a lunatic, but I call those compliments as well. He do some very impressive things regardless, after all. He stole the flame and phlogiston seed from the giant dragon and created the Upper Sanctum using that power before teaching it to everyone else in the tribes. This is also, or so the ancient scrolls say, where humans first began practicing with phlogiston. And this special spirit door is a sort of Chiya. Activating this door will grant you access to the spirit way that leads to the Upper Sanctum.
Wow!
Well, I don't know what you're saying, yes, but that's where the treasure is. Legend has it that a gift given by the sage to those who pass the trial.
Wow! Wow! Huh, so that's the story. What's the trial like then?
Let me have a look. Nah, it's fine. Seen the phlogiston engraving on the spirit door enough times to sear it into my memory. If you wish to open this path, seek 3 unveiling scripts. That's right. Pretty much the same as before. You just need to find 3 scripts this time. I mean, drawing info directly from phlogiston is impressive, but I personally put more stock into my graphic language comparisons. Seems like this spirit door's already had an unveiling script embedded into it. See? A third of it's already been lit up. So we just need to find 2 more.
Huh?
Ugh, my back's aching again. I'll wait for you here while you find those unveiling scripts, alright? This place is very dangerous, so keep your eyes peeled, lad.
Unveiling script! Where are you? Come on, little guy, you help out too. Just let Paimon and Traveler know you see any glowing patterns, right? Whoa!
Oh? Girly pop, what is happening? Did you have fun? Was that fun for you? There's fire penguins! Oh my god, they're so precious! Ah! Oh my god, I love him! Oh, there you go. Have fun. Oh, it's so cute! You can only put the blue ones in your teapot. No, I want one penguin of every rainbow color. so sad. This is me. Just staring empty-headed into a wall. Me. This is me. Is that a whirlpool? Oh, no, it's a spirit way. I think they literally said that there was a spirit way. Oh, that's how we get access to that. So, this is how a spirit way looks when illuminated? You've never illuminated a spirit way? Ancient woven scrolls said that when the dim path lights up, it'll be like a bonfire being roused once more to a blaze. They really weren't exaggerating. Ah, right. You're back at last. You alright over there, Paimon?
Yeah, Paimon's fine.
And you, little guy?
Whoa.
Still not getting you there, but seems like you're uninjured too. And finally, Traveler. I need you to be fine, lad. Got a bright future ahead of you, after all. Some concern would have been nice all the same. That would have been unnecessary. The only thing you need is the trust of others. You should be proud of that. Seriously, though, this place is frighteningly full of liquid phlogiston. I was concerned for a moment there when you not come back. Couldn't have returned on my own power with this bad back, after all. If you failed to return, I would have turned into jerky over here without ever having found that cure-all elixir. Ah!
What's wrong, Chiya? What's with that sudden look?
I just remembered that when I was tying up the ancient scrolls previously, I did spot an account on our ancestors swimming in lava. At that time, I thought swimming in liquid phlogiston? Madness. Reckon with some wild storyteller's yarn I did. Well, now that you think about it, those were probably those who failed.
Oh. It's hard to imagine why anyone would draw that, but yeah, just thinking about it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
No wonder my friend gave me a pained look. Like when I'm looking at some emotionally warped humanoid monster when I told that story as a joke. We drifted apart thereafter. That was one of my only friends, you know? Damn. Are you okay? Anyway, never mind. Let's head back to the tribe and talk there instead. This whole Franz business could start looking up once the Sage of the Stolen Flame gift returns with us in glory. And what? Is that gift supposed to be the power of hypnosis? Come on, that's an awful definition of friendship. Well, broaden definitions and lower standards enough, and you too will find your friends as numerous as aphids in the field. Anyway, for the sake of friendships, actually, screw that. We're doing this for the gift. For ourselves and for... well, all for selfish reasons anyway, because we deserve it. All and more. Let's rock. Still, this is the first time I'm riding the spirit way. You'll dodge if I end up vomiting, won't you? Alright, don't you worry, you all. I'm just kidding. Hello? Night. There we go. Ha! So this is a spirit way. That was quick. I wasn't expecting this experience. We took all this time to get to our destination and whoop! Took us all the way back in an instant. Fascinating. If you ask me, the Pyro Archon should be placing this stuff everywhere.
Have you never entered a spirit way before?
I feel like this is a People of Springs thing. Well, I've always lived with my tribe's bounds, and we have phlogiston-saturated winds nearby. Still, I feel like these spirit ways are slightly more fun. Yeah, I think this is a People of the Spirit things. Spring, you ride the spirit way back to the surface. Oh, thank God, I thought we were going to be there for a hot minute. As expected, the spirit door below connected to one in these ruins, such that the passage may extend to the skies. The woven scrolls record brightly. I'm so proud of myself for believing in them.
Whoa!
Yes, and you're awesome for cooperating with me, little guy. What an adorable little fella you are. How'd you like to jump ship over to me, huh? 3 square meals, 1 grapefruit guaranteed. 1 for each meal's kind of sad, let's be real. Now don't you go looking down on the grain fruit. It's a real hit amongst saurians. Healthy for them too. Ha, I'll take that as a no then. To be so close. Getting a little envious.
We were around when little guy first opened its eyes. You didn't have a chance to start with.
So that close, huh? That might make for some painful goodbye if that time should come, though. Hello? What are you trying to say? Alright, we're about to reach Upper Sanctum, but let me take 5 real quick. Goodness, my back hurts. Has it always been that way? Oh, come on, it's not that bad. You know, you leave yourself open to tricks by constantly taking people so seriously. If anything, my back pains decreased mysteriously since meeting you. I wonder why that is. There's something special about your body, and would that work with a piece of it of any size, like say a thumb? You are not taking my thumb from me, girly pop. Would you mind giving one to me? I'll give you mine in exchange. You want to give it a shot? I don't think she would.
Wait, what sort of weird trait is that?
Okay, so I don't know how you grew up, lad, but I'm sure most people would have refused. You're fucking weird. I was just trying to scare you, you know. Didn't think you'd get me a scared shit, like... Alright, just a bit longer. The pain in my back should subside. Then we can head to the Upper Sanctum together. Head to the Upper Sanctum. Pretty happy with things have gone. Actually, it makes me delighted. Didn't expect to reach the Upper Sanctum. I actually thought about making to the entrance below for a quick look around. But all thanks to you, lad. To think, what a waste it would have been if I've gone to all the trouble sneak about.
Well? What do you mean by sneaking around, huh?
Okay, so here's the thing. I left without telling my friends and family in the tribe.
Oh, I didn't tell you before? Wait a sec, isn't that running away from home?
That's very suspicious of you, actually.
So this is the Upper Sanctum, huh? Down below, you think it was all gray and empty up there? Oh! Who'd have thought it'd be like this?
Indeed. Said the floating matter here is held together by the powerful Phlogiston, itself a highly vigorous energy source. It's a strange phenomenon, but that's the best way to understand it for now. This also explains not only why grass and flowers grow above it, but also how it warms cooled earth anew, and ignites a conflagration of souls in the darkness. This is the Phlogiston, won first by the Sage of the Stolen Flame, snatched from the very claws of the giant dragon. Speaking of which, that reminds me, when some people in the tribe lay eyes upon the Upper Sanctum, they have the nerve to doubt that a mere human could create such floating islands through the power of Phlogiston, thus concluding that the Sage of the Stolen Flame must have been a kind of dragon too.
Well?
They actually believe that? To be fair, people are free to believe what they want, but that's also... If it was said that it was a human, then, I don't know, maybe believe that? I mean, you could question it, but at the same time, it sounds like it was human. I understand that changing the way of other people think about the world can be nigh on impossible. What if it doesn't drive me up a wall? Just because they couldn't do it themselves, they insist that anyone who must have been superhuman, rather than not hang around with people who have such a losing mentality.
Anyway, what about the treasure and the elixir? Given that what we come for, it doesn't look like there's much for us up here. Oh.
You didn't actually think this was gonna be that simple, did you? Being put to test by the mad Sage of the Stolen Flame, after all. If ancient scrolls are right, we must find some mechanism to activate, complete the final trial, then reach the center of the Upper Sanctum. But I have no more idea than you about the so-called center supposed to look like. Thinking back, I'm sure the images of the floating islands I've seen before were a bit different from the one we're seeing now. But it's possible that I've aged. Even my memory, which I once was so proud of, is becoming unreliable. Anyway, seeing we come so far, let's try and rely on our intuition instead. So how are we going to activate these mechanisms? You should be able to activate them using your Phlogiston, just like with the Phlogiston Graven. And that's what's shown on the scrolls anyhow. Apparently, the Phlogiston chiselists all over Natlan were based on these mechanisms here, making these mechanisms incredible relics in of themselves. Well, lad, you've shown great performance so far. Time you went and gave it a try, huh? Okay, so where should I go? Wait. Can I not use this, actually? Investigate. Ooh, okay, so we are using Enemu. Got you. What the heck is that up ahead? Huh, hold on. What is that? Examine the iridescent inscription. Oh, is that the iridescent inscription? Huh, that's odd. What are these iridescent inscriptions doing? In theory, these things constitute even more ancient language and I can't read things. Huh? Disappeared after Traveler. Those that would receive the flame go to the monument where the seed resides. What does that mean? Girly pop. What the frick? Examine the iridescent inscription. Again? Oh, there's a second one. Huh? What are these iridescent inscriptions doing here? I love how purple and clear the water is. Gone again? Well... Those that would receive the flame complete the trial and head towards the floating island. We're on the floating island, though. Is this it?
This should be the last mechanism. This one's no different than the others, Chiya. You sure you haven't fallen for some kind of trick? Well...
Of course not. When it comes to deciphering ancient scrolls, I have a great confidence. Some confidence. Well, a certain degree of confidence in my abilities.
Your confidence is shrinking by the second. Ah! Help!
Anyway, I'm fairly sure this isn't the last mechanism. If I remember rightly, it should be larger and more complete. Floating islands. Young lad, irrespective of the great promise you've shown, no one will understand you unless you speak in full sentences. Not her calling out Traveler for not saying anything. As for whether the treasure is real, the elixir really exists. Well, you'll only know once you give it a try.
Wow!
If it doesn't work this time, it'll work the next. And if not here, then somewhere else. As long as you stay in the game, the miracle's bound to happen sooner or later. Your copium knows no bounds, actually. I'll take that as a compliment.
Wow!
See? Little guy's excited too. Come on then, Traveler. Use a phlogiston to activate the mechanism. Spirit Way! Huh. The inscription turned into that ball. Looks like the final trial. Let's go. Now how... Oh, there we go. I was like, how was I going to do this without a Koholosaur? Ooh, do I have to get certain things?
Huh. Could the Spirit Way be the final trial?
Ooh. We have to collect enough energy. Ah, look there, new Spirit Way. Oh, how do I switch? Oh, there we go. I actually have to pay attention. Okay, so that's probably gonna show me another one. Okay, this one has a very narrow thing. Jumping around like this is actually pretty fun.
Ah!
How many do I need to collect? Is now a question that I have.
Careful! The bitch just didn't look safe! Ah! I didn't know which way it was!
The music is so calm for like a trial. I'm not gonna lie. Were you there yet? Look, that's where we were before. It wasn't very considerate the stage of Stolen Flame.
Whoa! We'll have to go left! The door head's blocked! Jump over! You're gonna crash!
This is way too calm for me right now. This is so calm. Oh, it's so pretty though. The iridescent inscription. It's gone again. That's odd. The whole point of the trial was to get us to touch these iridescent inscriptions. But why? Be that iridescent inscriptions do something, and I would like for at one point to let me read the dialogue because some of us read real slowly and need to voice everything. So it would be really appreciated that I could read them. I'm also now stuck in this voice. God damn it!
Well? Well? Huh? Traveler, is Paimon seeing things? How come she feels? I can't read.
Your eyes did not perceive you, Paimon. That's the center of the Upper Sanctum. So that means the whole point of these iridescent inscriptions were to do something that I would like to read? Please, dear God, Hoyoverse, let me read some dialogue up in here. It is very pretty, though. Oh, ooh, I see a chest up there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see that. Ooh. Go over to the stone tablet in the middle. Hello? Why does it look like this was going to be like an old tree? Like it has the shape and everything. I never. Hidden island in the center of the upper sanctum? There I was wondering why it looked so different from when I saw in the pictures. So my memory's fine after all. I wouldn't be in charge of looking after all those ancient woven scrolls if I wasn't, huh?
But apart from that even larger rock in the middle, there's nothing else here. Or could it be that this giant rock itself is the sage's legendary gift?
Well, at this point, I'm genuinely stumped. In all the scrolls I've seen, when the heroes pass the trial to reach this place, you should sense the spirit of the Sage of Soul and Flame. As long as you reach this place by passing the trial, you're supposed to feel as you're being called somehow. I've got no idea what it means in practice. I was under the impression that I'd be able to work out that once I got here. That it could... Looks like that was just wishful thinking. Stretch out your hand, chosen of reach out to me. This is your final trial. With this, let me read the dialogue, homie.
Wow!
Then do you know what it means?
Wow!
You saw something? You saw something? Gracious me, so the one worthy of the gift was you after all, young lad.
Huh? But Paimon didn't see anything either. Weird.
I saw a golden pattern.
Wow! Wow! A golden pattern? You mean the same one you saw when the first time you met Little Guy? Wait, Paimon thought you were just seeing things back there. Whoa! Whoa! Little Guy? Telling Paimon to look up is no use. She can't see it! But seeing as you said it's there...
The tone sounds familiar too. It's definitely the same person that left the golden pattern before.
So maybe the one that I left behind was the Sage of Stolen Flame?
What? You mean to say that you previously been given a sign for the Sage of the Stolen Flame? I said you had a bright future ahead of you, lad, and what lies before you now, but a future oh so radiant. I knew you showed some great promise. I wouldn't have taken a shine to you otherwise. So, have you figured out how to receive the gift?
Wow!
Yes, I just have to reach out towards the giant stone tablet.
Wow!
Ah, watch out! Guessing that means the final trial needs to be battle after all. Why is it with the Kaholosaur? Ah! Traveler, watch out for that fist! I would like to not be in a Kaholosaur.
Justice is blindsided.
Not Kaholosaur time. Refuse Kaholosaur, become Nuvi. Avatar of Lava, summoned Avatar of Lava,
Silence.
awakened Avatar of Lava. Did we need 3 different titles for all of them?
Hear the echoes of the valley! Bring it!
Lockdown. Don't.
Oops. How many times am I gonna kill Kanich in this story?
Let the mighty be humbled.
Oh, did the water level rise? Suddenly, there are birds. It is my people. They have called to me. The water level's risen somewhat. The spring's now full of phlogiston. The water below my knees is warm. I can feel a warmth flowing through my limbs. Lovely sensation.
So the Sage's gift wasn't an elixir that can cure all injuries, but rather the hot spring there? I was not exactly surprised given the people of the springs aren't far off. Wow!
Little guy's looking pretty cozy there. This just isn't any old hot spring, little floaty Paimon. Once a hero who has been chosen bathes in this spring, they'll be granted the power to wield phlogiston.
Ah! Really? So what happens if Paimon dies in?
Huh. Good question. Yeah, I think I know. You'd still be Paimon, just a soaking wet one.
What? Aw! Paimon thought you might be able to use phlogiston too and transform into some kind of super awesome pyro Paimon!
Sadly, I think not. Because you haven't been chosen.
Wait a minute, Chiya. You knew that this hot spring would be the final gift, yet you claimed you were searching for an elixir that can cure all injuries. I thought you'd share it with us too!
There are so many types of injuries in the world. How can you possibly expect a single elixir to be able to heal them all? But when it comes down to it, wisdom is the solution to all our worries. Yes, I tricked you this time, Lil Paimon, but when we make mistakes, we learn from them. Take one step closer to resolving our worries. Isn't that a wonderful outcome too?
Ah, okay. That kind of makes sense.
So have your injuries been cured? Nope, not at all. My heart still aches from the niggling pain of all of my various injuries. And in that sense, I've been tricked as well. Tricked terribly by myself. Even if I took a bath in the hot spring filled with phlogiston, I would still be unable to use it. In the past, so the ancient scrolls say, tribespeople who could not only wield phlogiston, only ever learned to do so by passing the trial. So, it hadn't had any effect at all.
Wait, you're clearly from Natlan, but you can't use phlogiston? Well?
Paimon, you know, these delayed responses of yours can be quite hurtful at critical moments like this. Thank you, an NPC that's finally calling Paimon out. This is so good. Yes, nearly everyone in Natlan can use phlogiston, but nearly is not all. When I was young, I once suffered a grave injury in connection with the abyss. It was a miracle I even survived, and I was in terrible health. I told you I can jump great distances with an ectomosaur on my back, but I'd be fooling you. For an ectomosaur can float up and make themselves as light as a feather. They don't weigh a thing. Well, it may well be due to this injury that I'm unable to use phlogiston. No matter what I try, simply can't do it. Racked my brains, pored over all kinds of different scrolls. Though others view them as virtually obsolete, I'm well versed in analyzing phlogiston engraving through patterns. I put lots of efforts into memorizing all the meanings, honing great memory while doing so. For me, teaching the children of our tribe as basics about phlogiston was also an opportunity to learn how they would discover the ability to use it. And speaking of which, I'm quite popular with the children. I know everything there is to know about phlogiston, and the more I understand, the more in awe of it I am. But the more in awe I feel, more regret and frustration I feel for not being able to wield it myself. It was all thanks to you that we were able to make it through all those trials. I understand that to learn skills like our ancestors did, sacrifices must be made. I simply don't have that kind of courage. Perhaps that's why I can't use phlogiston.
Chiya? Oh.
It's alright. I came to terms with it long ago. If it doesn't work this time, there's always next time. I'll find a way eventually. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me, Traveler. I know I keep saying it, but you have a fine future ahead of you, lad. Not only are you amazingly talented, but you're so kind as well. Unlike me, for whom everything seems to be set in place now. Lad, I'm sure you'll have many more incredible adventures to look forward to. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. Traveler? Young lad full of promise. Wherever the road takes you, may your travels be smooth forever and always. The same to you. I'm sure you'll be able to achieve your aspirations.
Even if there's no elixir that can cure all injuries, Paimon's sure you'll find an elixir that can cure your injuries. Wow!
Thank you, Paimon, Traveler. And last but not least, little guy. Your words have genuinely moved me, Traveler. Really. Touched by what you said, lad. Because you're someone that people can count on. Alright, let me rest here a little while longer. This hot spring's mighty relaxing, after all. I'll soak in here for a bit, then get back to pouring through ancient scrolls for a cure. I might be in for a scolding for running off from home, though. But just as you said, lad, I've worked hard to achieve my aspirations. Oh, Chiya. not all treasure is silver and gold. Oh, it's you, young lad with a bright future ahead of him. What's up? Journey's got you tired enough for a soak in the hot spring? Well, I haven't learned how to use phlogiston yet, but my back's no longer killing me as much as before, so at least it seems like the healing effect here is better than over at the People's Springs. Though I'm still a long way from achieving my real goal. Not having such a bad back thanks to this hot spring surely does count for about a 10%. Oh. Inscription? What? Iridescent inscription fragment. A fragment of shattered iridescent inscription. It's broken beyond repair and can no longer serve its purpose. Though dismissed by many as delusional obsession, some still believe they hold the key to unraveling messages from ancient civilization. Sounds like we're gonna need more than one.